Welcome to Hothand TV, guys. Today I want to talk about what Hothand TV is all about. Why did we start this channel? Why did we begin this program, if you will? So, our motto is we use basketball and sports for self-improvement. For a long time, I've always searched for a platform that would help me to improve in my knowledge of basketball, but also sports overall. I'm quite eccentric in that nature where I follow a number of sports. I started with football, soccer that is, see I'm an Arsenal fan. And then I went on to basketball. And then now I've also been introduced to new sports along the way like American football and motorsports. So this channel, Hothand TV, is a vehicle for helping me understand the various lessons in sport, specifically basketball, and using them for self-improvement, improving the self-awareness, the person themselves, improving the performance on the court. So life is not one-dimensional where if you do one thing, it doesn't impact another. There's a synergy between what you do in sport and how you handle yourself in your personal life. Typically, in terms of determination, athletes are typically more determined individuals and people who are driven to achieve. So through Hothand TV, I want to distill those principles and bring them out of the world or within other sports to help us understand how we can improve ourselves. So in this channel, it starts with how do you play basketball, because that's my main sport. That's the sport that I put the most focus on. But I also want to expose other sports that can help us and other training methods that can help us to understand our own nature as athletes, our own nature as people, so that we can improve and become the best version of ourselves. So let me give you a quick example. I took this idea of watching multiple sports came from two of my favorite players in the NBA. That's Kobe Bryant and Steve Nash. Steve Nash started as a football player, and he brought that level of style, that style of play, that unselfish play to the game of basketball. And he also plays tennis. He also plays golf, I guess. Yeah, and also Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant came from the world of football. When his father got got a contract overseas for an Italian team. I forgot the name of the team. He started playing football, and he claimed that if he stayed in Italy, he would have been a basketball player. So he started with football, and basketball came to him as a sport that his father played. He pursued it as something that was a passion from his father. So when he went back to the States, he'd play a bit of basketball and then go back to Italy. So he also talks of how he watched a lot of sports to learn the intricacies and the synergies, and also some skills and concepts that can translate to the sport of basketball. So most of you who acknowledge that basketball has had like an uprising of low-cut sneakers. So that was introduced by Kobe when he studied soccer players, that they have a low-cut shoe that is lightweight and allows them to experience a lot of torque on their ankles without breaking the ankle. So basketball shoes were always about maximum protection, but he talked to Nike and they changed the way the sneakers were made to give us low-profile sneakers that we now celebrate as one of the best basketball category shoes for small players, undersized players, and those players who want to maximize their efficiency on the court. So it's lessons like that that inspired me to take this journey of making my channel and exposing my knowledge, and so that we can swap notes, myself and the audience, and also other players, other people outside the sport, to build this base of knowledge so that we can always come back to it and learn more from it. So another person who inspired this was also Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was not the best player in the NBA, but he came at the game as expecting to perform at a high level, but because of injuries and sitting outside of the game, he started to learn the game from an outsider's perspective, from a coach's perspective, and he understood what is known as the soul of success. In his book Sacred Hoops, he talks about the beauty of basketball after he left his evangelical home. You know, his father was a preacher, so basketball for him was an outlet to meet new individuals, to express himself better outside the realm of the church. So he goes deep into the ways of the samurai and all that. I won't go deep into it, but he talks of the Chicago Bulls 95-96 as being the most connected team of all time. They had one goal. They didn't need to communicate their goals, but they played as if they had one goal. And that is what it calls the soul of success. And you find that information in his book, 11 Rings. So that level of knowledge distilled to me, and I took it with, with some initiative so that I can develop my own soul of success through this channel of Hothand TV. So I don't expect to get the most amount of views. I don't expect to be the next Mr. Beast of Malawi or whatever. I expect this channel to provide information that is actionable and also can help people understand themselves better, get concepts of self-improvement, get concepts of success within sports and basketball.